Hi, it's Kirsty. I hope everybody's okay. I hope everybody's keeping well and you're enjoying having a little bit of time at home with your family. I am in my garage. Can you see? Okay, so I put some mats out on the floor because it's a bit dirty in my garage, so I put some mats out so I don't get dirty. It's a bit chilly in here and it's probably full of spiders, so I'm not too bothered about spiders. I don't mind them, but you have to keep an eye out from the ceiling and see if any crawl down. Let me know next time I see you if you see any spiders. Okay, so this is the biggest space I've got at home, so it makes sense to use it for dancing for now. I don't know when we'll be back to dancing in the hall, but hopefully it'll be really soon. In the meantime, we can make do with this for a little while. So if you're watching this video by yourself, you need to go and get your mum and dad or whoever's at home. Go and get a grown-up because they need to listen to this before we start dancing. Okay, so adults. Because your child's taking part and I'm not there to make sure they're doing so safely, they're taking part, hopefully with your permission, at their own risk. I can't be held accountable for anything that might go wrong, so if anybody hurts themselves or they break anything, hopefully that won't happen, but just so you know. So if you can make sure they've got as much space as possible, I know that's really difficult, I know they might not have much room at all, but if you could push aside if there's a coffee table in the way that you might think might hurt themselves on, or there's something that might get broken, just move it to the side and give them as much space as possible. That would be great. Okay, so let's have a little dance, shall we? First, I'm just going to show you, I have got Melody Bear here in the garage with me, so I'm not completely by myself, and I've got Milligan as well. So I'm going to put them out in the middle. Quite often I forget dancing at the hall to put them out, don't I? So let's put them in the middle. If I put them around about there, you can just about see them there, can't you? Okay, so find yourself a little space and we do your first ballet dance. So that's the one where you start with your toes together and holding onto your dress, standing up really tall for me. Stand up nice and straight and tall. Okay. Have your toes together for me, hold on to those dresses. Chins up, standing straight. Okay, stay really still for me. Now turn out those toes, turn around the corner so they're in first position. And bend your knees. Now let go of those dresses if you've got one, and lift your arms up high. Up high. Nice and curved arms at the top. Bring your arms down. Now hold those dresses again. Now have a little run. You might not have a little space, but just have a tiny little run. So go side to side for me. Floaty arms. Now we've been talking about those smiley knees, haven't we? So make sure your knees smile up to the sky for me, up to the sunshine. Off you run again. Hold those little dresses if you've got one on. Tiny, tiny tiptoes. Okay, now put one foot in. You have to pretend you've got Melody Bear and Milligan in the middle for me. Back again and then bend those knees. Now your other foot, really stretch those toes. That's it, well done, bend those knees. Now listen, the words will tell you what to do, I don't need to.
Tie up your hair and put on your shoes. Put on your crown, your sequin tutu.
Round you go on your tiptoes, really tall for me. Keep going round. Now think about those smiley knees. These are going to smile up to the sunshine. Up to the sunshine. Floaty arms. Oh, keep going tiny little rounds because you've probably not got much room. Little tiny, 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 tiny.
And 1, 2, 3, ballerina melody.
Well done. Let's do a big step. Now one foot behind the other foot. Let's do a little curtsy. And then one the other way. In those knees. Don't you think too fast? Are you holding those dresses? Have you got a dress on? You might have. If not, you have to pretend like me. Okay, good job. Well done. Did you manage to find a little bit of space somewhere? I just about managed it. Okay, I'm going to move Melody Bear and Milligan. Let me get them right out of the way. So, usually after your first ballet dance, we come in the middle, don't we? We're usually in lines, but you can go wherever you like today. I won't have to put you in a line. We do our pliés. So have a little think about your French words. And have a little think if you can remember what plie is. Have a think, have a think. Okay, so in French, your plie means bend, doesn't it? So that's your knee bends. So we do, let me come in the middle so you can see me. You see my feet there? Okay, so if you've got a dress on, you can hold your dress. If not, you just have to pretend like me. So you do 2 plies, so 2 knee bends. 1 and 2, and then we point our foot, don't we? You do 2 points to this side. Really stretch that foot, and then the other side, and then we go again, don't we? Okay, I'm going to turn the music on. So you get those heels together for me. Hold on to those dresses. Let's have a little go. Okay, bend those knees. 1 and 2. Now point those toes. Really stretch those feet. And again, bend. And 2. And points. And points. Good job. Okay, I'm going to see if you can do it by yourselves. I'm going to try really hard not to say anything. Quite often I find that quite difficult, don't I? So start with your feet in first. Hold those dresses. 2 bends and 2 toe points. That's quite slow, isn't it? So don't go too fast. I'm going to see how you get on by yourselves. See how you do. Off you go. Did you manage it? Did you manage it all by yourselves? Did you finish with the music, or did you have lots of music left? I will never know. I'm sure you did a good job. Okay, so the next one we do is our rises, isn't it? So make sure those feet are glued together for me. Glue those toes together, glue those heels together. And you don't hold your dresses for this one. Now, I wish I've got my remote in my hand, but you can probably see just about. So we do your rises. So you do 3 rises for me. 1, keeping those feet glued together, and 2, and 3, and then a little flutter, like a little butterfly wing. 1 and 2 and 3, and then your little flutter. Okay, are those feet glued together? Make them glued, keep them there, keep them still. 3 rises. 1 and 2 and 3. Now do your flutter. Good job. 1. Keep them glued together all the way through. Well done. Turn those toes around the corner again for me. Let's see that first position. So let's do step lift. So I have no idea what's opposite you today. So usually in the hall I help you find something to look at, don't I? So for when we do our step and lift. So feet in first, holding onto your dresses, that will help you balance. Now, in front of me, I have a really boring brown garage door. So that's what I'm going to stare at. So pick something right in front of you. Make sure it's not a person, because if that person moves, then you're going to wobble over. So make sure it's right in front of you, and make sure it's something still. So you might be looking at something on the wall. So there might be a picture on the wall or something. There could be anything. So you find that thing to look at that's right in front of your eyes, and glue your eyes there while we do our step lift. So you're going to go to the side and then lift that leg up. Hold that dress. Off you go. Keep looking at it. Lift, step, lift, step. I'm looking at my boring brown garage door. Keep looking at it. Step, lift, step, lift, step, lift, step. Finish with those feet in first for me. Well done. Good job. Okay, let's do the next little one. Let's do step together, step point. Now when I say step together, what do I mean? Remember what I mean? So I mean step in first, don't I? So get those heels together and then step and you point that toe. So step in first, down, step and point. So the one that follows along is the one that points. This one follows along, so that one's going to point this time. Okay, it only counts 4 times in the music, doesn't it? It's quite fast, so we're going to get a move on. Okay, start with those feet in first. Let me move back again to make sure you can get me in. Okay, this way first. Step in first. Step. Point those toes. This one next. Step. First. Step in first. Finish your feet in first. Okay, have a little go by yourselves. I'll talk you through it. Starting first. Step first. Step. Point. Step first. Step. Point, step, first, step, point. One more. Finish it beautifully, put those heels together. Now, I can't see you, but I'm sure you're doing a really good job. Well done. Let's move on. Now, to find yourself a little space. Now, normally in the hall, we now go and make a big circle, don't we? And we do your walks and runs and skips around in a big circle. So, you might have lots of space like you do in the hall, but I very much doubt it. So you'll have to either dance in a tiny little circle, or you can dance up your corridor and back down again, or you can go down the living room and back down again, however you like. We're going to do your walks on demi-point first. So your walks on demi-point are the ones you start feet in first like always, nearly always, and you're walking up on your tiptoes. So walks like a princess, like you used to do in little tiny baby ballet. Okay, walking up on those tiptoes. So I don't mind where you go for a walk, just go for a wander somewhere on those tiptoes. Keep that chin up, imagine you've got a princess crown on. And if you look down at your toes, your princess crown will fall off. So you have to imagine you've got that princess crown on and keep that chin up. Hold those dresses and go up you go on your tiptoes, wherever you like. Find yourself a little space to start. If you find the right music, that would be helpful. Off you go. On your tiptoes, wherever you like, find a little space. I can just about go in a little circle so you can see me. That's it, keep those chins up, hold those dresses, stay up on those toes. Finish feet in first. Well done, good job. Okay, now, this one is the harder one, slightly more difficult. So, your ballet walks. So this time you've got to get those heels down, haven't you? So we start in first. Point those toes and your heel goes down. Point, heel down. Can you see? Okay, so point, put those toes, point those toes and get those heels down. So points first, make sure you get that heel down afterwards. So I'm going to go in a tiny little circle. You can go wherever you like. Make sure you find a bit of space somewhere. Off you go. Walk, walk. Point those toes first. Get those heels down afterwards. Toes first, then those heels. Toes, heels, toes, heels. Point those toes. Finish it. How did you do? Did you get them down? So we're working really hard, aren't we? Pointed toes, heels down. Pointed toes, heels down. Pointed toes, heels down. Pointed toes, heels down. So those are your ballet walks. Now what you could do with those, if there's someone at home and they're sitting and listening to you, or they're sitting and watching, you could teach them, okay? So teach them what to do for your ballet walks. Tell them they've got to point their foot first, and they've got to get their heels down, okay? Teach them how to do it. I'm sure yours will be much better than theirs. Okay, let's have a little run. Ballet runs. Think about ballet runs. What do we need for ballet runs? So they need to be on your tiptoes, don't they? We don't run like footballers, we run like ballerinas. So tiny tiptoes, up on those tiptoes. Tiptoes, they have to be tiny, tiny, tiny little steps, don't they? But they still have to go fast. So they still have to move and go fast. There's quite a lot to think about. Tiptoes, little steps, fast. Okay, are you ready? Let's have a little go. Find a little space so you can go up and down somewhere, you can go forwards and backwards, you can go round in a circle wherever you've got space for. Start with those feet in first. Show me that you're ready, even though I can't see you. Off you go. Tiny, tiny, go, 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 go. Tiny, 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 even smaller. Stay on those toes. Tiny, 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 keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Run, 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 run. Finishing first. Hey, good job, well done. Okay, let's have a little skip. I know you can all do skipping now. It's easy peasy now. Let's have a go with the music. Are your feet ready? Hold on to those dresses. Let's have a little skip. You're going to go by yourselves. Off you go, off you skip. You might go round in a big circle. You might only have a tiny little circle to go round at home. Or you can go across the room and then back again, wherever you like. Just have a skip around. You might have a big garden to go in. Skip wherever you like. Finish it with those feet in first. Okay, well done. Good job. Now, we'll do a little bit more skipping. Thinking about those knees being up high, holding on to those dresses and pointing those toes. But for this one, you're going to need a partner. Now, there must be someone at home. You can't be at home on your own. So there must be someone at home. So go and get them and tell them you need them just for a little minute. And you're going to make them do some skipping. I'm sure they won't mind. But if they are too busy, you'll have to do it by yourselves like I'm doing. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So find yourself a space. Okay, and I find myself a space over here. Now, whoever's at home, it might be mummy or daddy, it might be a big brother or a big sister, or a little brother or a little sister. Make them go as far away from you as you can. Make them go all the way over there. As far as they can get away from you. It might not be very far, it might only be there, but that's okay. Okay, so, if they are a girl, they have to hold a dress, don't they? Even if they haven't got a dress on, they have to pretend they're holding a dress. If they are a boy, so if it's daddy or a brother or if it's someone, they have to do their hands on their hips, okay? So make sure they've got the right thing. Okay, so you're going to do 6 skips to meet your friend, to meet your partner, whoever it is, okay? Off you go, skip towards them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're going to hold their hands. Hold their hands. Now this is the one we normally do from the corners, so we're going to do it a little bit differently today. And then you're going to skip round with your partner. Go round and round with them, skipping. 1, I've got to pretend. So if you've got no one at home, or if they're too busy, you'll have to pretend like me. Skip round. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to stop. Okay. Then with the music, because we haven't got another group to come and have another go, you're going to have another go and you're going to skip back to where you came from, okay? So turn around, go back to where you came from, 6 skips back to where you came from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold those dresses and go round in your own little circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Okay, should we have a go with the music? Okay, so 6 skips into your partner, hold their hands, 6 skips around with your partner, let go of hands. 6 skips back to where you came from, and then stop, and then 6 skips round and round in your own little circle. Oh, it sounds quite complicated, doesn't it? Should we give it a go? Let's see what happens. Okay, start as far away from your partner as you can. Really, really far. Okay, you ready to skip to them? Off you go, skip to your partner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold hands, and you're going to go round with your partner. Now back to where you came from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Round you go, sit round in your own little circle. Join your friend again. Skip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold hands. Round you go with your partner. 6. Back to where you came from. Round by yourself. Back again. Go and join your partner. How are they doing? Are they doing all right? I bet you're doing better than they are. Well done. Back to where you started. Round in your little circle. And again, join your friend. Hold hands with them, round you go. Back to where you came from. Round in your little circle. Well done. Give your partner a clap because they probably haven't done that before. Did they do a good enough job? I'm sure you were much better than them, but I bet they did a good effort. Well done. Okay, now, let's have a little go at some sautés. Okay, so sautés. Have a little think about those French words. Okay, sautés. What are sautés? Think hard. Now, sautés. We remember sautés, don't we? thinking about those little potatoes. So little potatoes, normally about that size. Quite often they're chopped in half and they're cooked in some really, really hot oil. So they go crispy on the outside. That's sauteed potatoes. So when something's cooking in oil, quite often the oil spits, doesn't it? Oil spits. So that's how you remember that sautés are jumps, aren't they? So think about that oil, those hot potatoes sizzling in a pan. So jumps. Let's start with those feet in first position. Okay. So they're going to start feet in first position. You have to jump. Every time you jump, you have to point those toes in the air and they have to land with your heels together. Okay, in first position. Every single time. It's quite tricky. Hold on to those dresses because that will keep your arms still. And then hopefully we won't get monkeys or chickens. Okay, hold the dresses. Hold them still. Jumps in first position. Let's see how we go. Let's have a little look. Okay, ready? Off you jump. Jump, jump, jump. Point those toes. Get those heels together every time you land. We're going to have another go. How were they? Were they all right? You got to point your toes in the air. Make sure you leave the floor, won't you? Don't cheat. We don't want this. You have to jump and put those heels together. Okay, have a little go by yourselves. Ready? Off you go. Jump, 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 jump. Keep jumping. Jump, jump, jump. Are those heels in first position at the end? Toes around the corner. Good job, well done. Okay, are you a bit worn out? I hope you've done lots of jumping. I hope that heart's beating nice and fast. Okay, so I thought we'd do one more thing before I say goodbye. So, at dancing, I have a suitcase full, don't I, of these lovely scarves. Now, you might have something like this at home. You might have a scarf, but you probably don't. So, I need you to go and find for me maybe a scarf like this, or you will definitely have somewhere at home a tea towel. Might not be the same colour, but there definitely will be a tea towel somewhere at home. So you could use a tea towel, or, look, it's my duster. Make sure it's a clean duster and you're not getting dust everywhere, because as you're dancing it might make you sneeze. Okay, so a duster or a flannel or a tea towel, whatever you like, go and grab something that you can dance with, or it could be an little old t-shirt, anything. Something that you can hold in your arms while we do a nice little free dance. Go grab it. Okay, let you listen to this music. So, have a listen. So it's quite slow, isn't it? Somewhere Over the Rainbow. One of my favourites. Okay, so you're going to do a free dance. You can do whatever you like to it. I'll start you off. Okay, go and find yourself a space. I'll start you off. You've got your tea towel or your duster or your scarf or whatever it is you want. Okay, find yourself a space. Okay, off you go. You can do whatever you like. Show everyone you're loving to dance. Your own little dance, whatever you like. Keep dancing. I'm going to stop you. Keep going. Show me your own ideas. I wish I could see them. Show you're doing a great job. Keep dancing. Now, if you haven't got much room, you might have to do lots on the spot. You might have to do lots with your arms. You're very lucky if you've got lots of space you can move around in. Well done. Keep dancing. Use that thing that's in your hand. Don't just dangle it off the end. Use it. Make some lovely shapes with it. Off you go again. Keep dancing. Well done. Keep going. You're doing a great job. Keep dancing. Is might be someone watching you at home. I'm all on my own in my garage. Keep dancing, off you go. Now think of a nice position to finish your dancing, however you like. Now stay really still for me. Stay still until that music finishes. And I'm sure if there is anybody watching you, they will give you a little clap, I'm sure. I'm sure you did a super job. Well done. So, just before we say goodbye, I thought we'd do a little what's in the box mime. Okay, so I'm going to do mine. I'm going to see if you can guess it. Oh, I better hear your guesses. I'm sure you'll be able to guess it. Right, let me make sure you can see me. Okay, so I'm going to open the box. I'm not going to speak. All right, opening up the box. Here goes. See if you can guess what it is. Okay, can you guess it? I'll come a little closer. Watch again. Okay, here it is. Did you guess it? What do you think it is? What do you think was in my box? Did you guess it? If you can't guess it, it's a banana. Hope you guessed it. Okay, you have a go at that. You could go and show that to whoever's at home. So go and do your mime with a banana to whoever's at home. And then maybe you could think up a mime and see if whoever's at home could guess it. Use your own ideas. Okay, now I think it's about time to say goodbye. So, thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you for dancing with me. I really hope to see you soon. Stay well, stay healthy. Take care. Bye.